Kosha, an encyclopedia of Vedic knowledge by Pact. Vedas. Chatur Vedas.
ओम गणानान्त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपवज्रवत्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणान् ब्रह्मणस्पतआनशृण्वन्नोतिभिः
Rigveda hymns on ushas or dawn. Ushas in mandala 3 sukta 61. Rishi Vishwamitra in meter Trishtup visualized ushas. O ushas, strong with strength, endowed with knowledge, accept the singer's praise, O wealthy lady. Thou goddess ancient, young and full of wisdom, movest all bounteous as the law ordains. Shine forth, O morning, thou auspicious goddess, on thy bright car awakening pleasant voices. Let docile horses of far-reaching splendor convey thee hitherward the golden colored. Thou morning, turning thee to every creature, standest on high as ensign of the immortal. To one same goal, ever and ever wending now, like a wheel, O newly born, roll hither. Letting her reins drop downward, morning cometh, the wealthy day, the lady of the dwelling, bringing forth light, the wonderful. The blessed hath spread her from the bounds of earth and heaven. Hither invoke the radiant goddess morning, and bring with reverence your hymn to praise her. She, dropping sweets, hath set in heaven her brightness, and fair to look on, hath beamed forth her splendor. From heaven, with hymns, the Holy One was wakened. Brightly to both worlds came the wealthy lady. To morning, Agni, when she comes refulgent, thou goest forth soliciting fair riches. On law's firm base, the speeder of the mornings, in bull, the bull hath entered mighty earth and heaven. Great is the power of Varuna and Mitra, which bright hath spread in every place its splendor. In mandala 4 sukta 51 in meter Trishtup, Rishi Vamadeva Gautama hailed the dawn. Forth from the darkness in the region eastward, this most abundant splendid light hath mounted. Now verily the far refulgent mornings, daughters of heaven, bring welfare to the people. The richly colored dawns have mounted eastward like pillars planted at our sacrifices, and flashing jar, splendid and purifying, unbarred the portals of the fold of darkness. Dispelling gloom, this day the wealthy mornings urge liberal givers to present their treasures. In the sun-lightened depth of darkness around them, let niggard traffickers sleep unawakened. O goddesses, is this your car, I ask you, ancient this day, or is it new, O mornings? Wherewith rich dawns, easy with wealth, Navagwa, Dasagwa, Angira, the seven-toned singer, with horses hastened by eternal order, goddesses swiftly round the worlds ye travel, arousing from their rest, O dawns, the sleeping, and all that lives, man, bird, and beast, to motion. Which among these is eldest, and where is through whom they fixed the rebels' regulations? what time the splendid dawns go forth for splendor. They are not known apart to alike unwasting. Blessed were these dawns of old, shining with succor, true with the truth that springs from holy order, with whom the toiling worshipper by praises, hymning and lauding, soon attained to riches. Hither from eastward, all at once they travel, from one place spreading in the self-same manner, awakening from the seat of holy order, the godlike dawns come neigh like troops of cattle. Thus they go forth with undiminished colors, these mornings similar in self-same fashion, concealing the gigantic might of darkness with radiant bodies, bright and pure and shining. O goddesses, O heaven's refulgent daughters, bestow upon us wealth with store of children. As from our pleasant place of rest ye rouse us, may we be masters of heroic vigor. Well skilled in lore of sacrifice, ye daughters of heaven, refulgent dawns, I thus address you. May we be glorious among the people. May heaven vouchsafe us this and earth the goddess. In Shukta 52, Rishi Vamadeva in meter Gayatri hailed dawn, this lady, giver of delight, after her sister shining forth, daughter of heaven, hath shown herself. Unfailing, mother of the kind, in color like a bright red mare, the dawn became the Ashwin's friend. Ay, and thou art the Ashwin's friend, the mother of the kind art thou, O dawn, thou rulest over wealth. Thinking of thee, O joyous one, as her who driveth hate away, we woke to meet thee with our lauds. Our eyes behold thy blessed rays like troops of cattle loose to feed. Dawn hath filled full the wide expanse. When thou hast filled it, fulgent one, thou layest bare the gloom with light. After thy nature aidest dawn, thou overspreadest heaven with rays, the dear wide region of mid-air with thy bright shining lustre, dawn. In mandala 5, Shukta 79, Rishi Satyasreya Treya in meter Padki visualized dawn. O heavenly dawn, awaken us to ample opulence today, even as thou hast wakened us with Satyaswaras. Vayu son, high-born, delightful with thy seeds. Daughters of heaven, thou dauntest on Sunita, Suchatra's son, so dawn thou on one mightier still, on Satyaswaras, Vayu son, high-born, delightful with thy seeds. O bringing treasure, dawn today on us, thou daughter of the sky, as thou, O mightier, yet didn't shine for Satyaswaras. Vayu son, high-born, delightful with thy seeds. Here round about thee are the priests who laud thee, bright one, with their hymns, and men with gifts, O bounteous dame, splendid with wealth and offering much, high-born, delightful with thy seeds. Whatever these thy bands perform to please thee or to win them wealth, even fain they guide us round and give rich gifts, which never are left away, high-born, delightful with thy deeds. Give to these wealthy patrons fame, O affluent dawn with hero sons, to these our princes who have brought rich gifts never to be rift away, high-born, delightful with thy steeds. bring lofty and resplendent fame. O thou munificent dawn, to these our wealthy patterns who bestow rich gifts on us for steeds and kine. High-born, delightful with thy steeds, bring us, O daughter of the sky, subsistence in our herds of kine, together with the sunbeams, with the shine of pure refulgent flames, high-born, delightful with thy steeds. O daughter of the sky, shine forth, delay not to perform thy task, let not the sun with fervent heat consume thee like a robber fee. High-born, delightful with the steeds, so much and more exceedingly, O dawn, it suits thee to bestow, thou radiant one, who ceasest not to shine for those who sing thy praise, high-born, delightful with thy steeds. In Shukta 80, Rishi Satyasreya Atreya in Meter Trishtuk visualized dawn. The singers welcome with their hymns and praises the goddess dawn, who bringeth in the sunlight. Sublime by law, true to eternal order, bright on her path, red tinted for refulgence. She comes in front, fair, rousing up the people, making the pathways easy to be travelled. High on her lofty chariot, all impelling, dawn gives her splendor at the day's beginning. She harnessing her car with purple oxen, injuring none, hath brought perpetual riches, opening paths to happiness. The goddess shines, praised by all, giver of every blessing. With changing tints she gleams in double splendor, while from the eastward she displays her body. She travels perfectly the path of order, nor fails to reach as one who knows the quarters. As conscious that her limbs are bright with bathing, she stands as it were erect that we may see her, driving away malignity and darkness. Dawn, child of heaven, hath come to us with lustre. The daughter of the sky, like some chaste woman, bends opposite to men, for forehead downward. The maid, disclosing boons to him who worships, hath brought again the daylight as aforetime. Om.